Okay, I'm here with Milo, and we're doing a player spotlight. Milo, just a quick background on Milo. We go way back playing, I think we first met at Slicks, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, we first met at Slicks. And
Perfect Strangers.
Oh yeah, wow, Perfect Strangers. That's
Perfect
amazing.
Strangers.
Down on Rideau Street when I was doing the National Capital Pool League. And
Actually, I just drove by Café de Cuff the other day, which is what used to be Perfect Strangers.
wow, that's I haven't heard that name in a long time.
A long time ago.
Yeah.
The
Well,
Mexi's across the street on Rideau.
Mexi's, yeah, we used to travel around. Well, I know we've come a long way, and you know, I was thinking about that too. Is also for a lot of the players that don't know, you've made a lot of like recently they see you as the 10.5, but you've made a lot of strides since then. So I know that you worked at your game quite a bit and you refined it. You always had a good stroke and naturally nice, fundamentals, but you've definitely refined it to where now, you get from that 9 with talent to playing and beating like lots of the top players in the city. So that just goes to show you if you work at it and approach it and play the better players. That's kind of where you get.
Yeah, took a long time, but
Yeah. Well, we'll do the rapid fire question here, as we're doing with all these profiles. So the first question is what type of cue do you play with now?
It's a Predator 8K4 with a Revo 12.9.
Revo 12.9. And what's your favorite game?
Bar box 8 ball. It's always been, I'm not really good at, I don't think I'm good at the 9-footers, but I prefer the bar box. That's what I have in the basement, so that's what I get to practice on.
Yeah, it's a different game. A lot of people don't realize that it takes a lot of creativity. When you play it at the high level, to get out, you got to see the in-offs and all of those little shots, right? It's not just about...
The angles are different, but playing on the 9-footers, it does make you better on the bar box. Because you get to learn to move the ball more, which you have to on the 9-footers. But I hone my skills on the bar boxes.
Nice. And what first got you into pool?
You probably are not going to remember this, but what got me in is actually playing you at Algonquin College in the courtyard where you had the table set up in the back, and I ran you out.
Oh, I remember
and
that.
I won,
Yeah.
a long time ago. And I ran you out. Before that I was kind of just half-assed playing in the house league at used to be Britannia Billiards or Pockets.
Pockets, yeah.
Road.
Yeah, I remember that.
And
That's
then,
crazy.
I ran you out, and I think I banked the 8 ball or something, and I got some stupid cloth for cleaning the shaft or something.
The NGPL,
and then I signed up for the Valdar leagues shortly after that, and that's how I started in the
That's
leagues.
incredible. I remember bringing the pool table out during Frosh Week. We would basically it was free to try. If you put your name on a list, it was me, and I brought Marina out one time too. I did that years.
It was like if you could beat Curtis, you win a prize.
Got a prize, yeah.
So that's kind of where I really started in the leagues.
That's amazing. I didn't even know. I remember that, but I didn't know that. That's incredible. And your biggest pool influence, like person, would you say?
A lot of the older guys wouldn't know him. He hasn't been around in a while. His name is Jimmy Craig.
Oh, yeah.
You'll remember him. So I used to play with him
Jimmy,
and Karen, if you remember, and Tom, her husband. So Jimmy, a long time ago, took me under his wing back when it was Scratch.
Sure, no, I remember him.
At the time, we used to actually play 9-ball and then played together. And we actually, the first time I went to Vegas, I went with him. So he's not around anymore. He kind of took me under his wing and started teaching me and stuff. Before that, I was just a hack. And then eventually, like I said, started playing with the better players here at Broken Q and then here and whatever. So yeah, it'd probably be Jimmy.
Jimmy, I remember him for sure. And who has got your number? The player you just can't seem to beat. You know you could.
Got my number?
Well, you know you could, but.
Oh, it's not you. It's not you. You know what? Recently, in the few finals that I played and stuff, I came close to beating him, and everybody's going to say that, but it's Barada. Good old Esbo.
Yeah, he's tough to play against.
Came close a couple of times to beating him in the MVP tournament a couple of years ago in the finals, but yeah.
Yeah, he's tough. He plays at the pace. He dictates the pace of the match for sure. He's the master at that. Your best
His
pool.
head doesn't get too big from this.
Well, I think that ship has sailed. Best pool memory.
That's a funny one. So actually, there's a lot of them. Like there's the first when I won the Bar Box Golds. When I won the first time that I won the Gold League here. Most recently in Vegas, we finished 5th in the Open. That was pretty big. But the one that I always go back to because it's kind of fun, and I get to bug Ken Yee in the finals of the Golds. He missed a ball in hand against me. And I always go back to that, and it brings a lot of laughs.
That's amazing.
Maybe not to him, but to me. So yeah.
And your best pool player you've ever played against?
I played Alex Bagulayan actually once here when it was the scratch. It was just a one game of 9-ball. I think I broke and I made one and tried to bank one and missed, and then he banked the rest of the balls.
Yeah, he's
So,
pretty incredible. Yeah.
This is around the time when he won the World Championship. So he was at the top of his game.
Yeah, it's like you know what? I saw that on a stream the other day. Like it was around 2001 or something. Saw that. Yeah, that when he won the World Championships.
Yeah.
What a great talent he is. Really nice guy too. He was here one time. Like since then, yeah, he came with John Mora, and we went over to.
I watched that. One of the greatest matches that I watched was him and Jerry Watson in the scratch playing for $1,500 raised to 8-ball. Raised to 7 and 8-ball in the 9-footers, but behind their backs.
I know. I was there. They were running out left, right, and center too.
And they were breaking and playing behind their backs, and that was the whole thing. And actually, Jerry Watson got him both times.
Yeah, that's Jerry. I would love to interview. Jerry was like kind of the guy I idolized growing up from Cornwall. I mean, for those of you guys that don't know Jerry, man.
Like probably the only hustler that I've ever known, and he was really good.
Yeah, Jerry.
He still is probably somewhere wherever he is in the Philippines or wherever.
He was in the Philippines. Jared from Cornwall is going to be coming up for the tournament. He knows him well. I'm going to ask him. I know Jared knows him well. And then, if you could play against one player, who would it be?
You know what? Efren would be great to play, and then he's a legend. He's creative, Bustamante, and maybe more recently, probably Van Boning.
Yeah.
Really good to play him a set on bar box. I don't know what kind of handicap he'd have to give me. Probably like 6 on 7.
Yeah, he's strong on the bar dogs. Contrary to popular belief, he's
that's
awesome.
his favorite game. So.
Well, you know what's funny about a good story about him on a bar box is when we were in Vegas in the intermediate, Giorgio and Ronnie and them, we beat his team.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a team. He was out, but he was out gambling the whole time. He was young too at the time, but he didn't play great. But I don't think he was there for much. He was just playing with some buddies. But then we actually, when we came third,
I think he was winning the Master Singles at 18 in VNEA when he used to play.
Yeah.
I'm hoping if we get to go to Vegas sometime in the next whenever COVID allows, hopefully he's there because he's now sponsored by VNEA. So hopefully he'll be there and doing some exhibitions or something. I'd love to play.
Yeah, for sure, that would be great. I guess so. The last question is what's your favorite hobby other than pool?
Other than pool, just sports in general. Just I like all kinds of sports. Now that the Olympics are on, just watching. Other than that, I got 3 kids. So.
Yeah, exactly.
3 kids.
Well, I know you're a big Packers fan, so you must be on pins and needles right about now.
Yeah, don't even get me
Yeah.
NFL is back. Hopefully the preseason starts soon and should be good. But yeah, that's about it. Just put all my energy into pool.
Well, that's fantastic. Well, thanks for doing this. This was awesome.
My pleasure.
Thanks, Milo.